Hello, third graders. Welcome to our lesson today on the Northeast region. We went ahead yesterday and talked a little bit about the land, the water, and the climate. We talked about that the Appalachian Mountains are one of the main mountain ranges that run from Maine all the way to Georgia. And through the Appalachian Mountains, at the very spine of it, is what's called the Appalachian Trail, which is 2,000 miles long. We also looked at Mount Washington, which was the highest peak in the Northeast and also the windiest place on Earth. We talked about that the soil in the lower part of the Northeast is good for growing crops, but not the rest, that it's very rocky. We also talked about two pieces of water, the Atlantic Ocean and the Great Lakes. And then connecting the Great Lakes and the Atlantic Ocean is the Erie Canal. We discussed the weather there, or the climate, that they have. They're halfway, actually, right between the equator and the North Pole. And so therefore they have 4 seasons and all different kinds of weather, including very bad snowstorms called nor'easters. Today, we're going to talk about what kinds of products and natural resources do we get from the Northeast region. So grab your reading, open it up to the Northeast, and go ahead and turn to page 3 for products and natural resources. All right, at the end, you're going to answer some true-false questions. So let's look at those in advance so we can be looking for the answers. The first one is the Northeast region has very few forests. The second, the Northeast region has many rivers and waterfalls. And the third, the soil in parts of the Northeast is very rocky. So we're going to want to be listening about forest, rivers and waterfalls, and rocky soil. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Products and natural resources. The Northeast region has many forests. Oh, there's an answer already. Let's underline that. And logging is an important industry there. Trees are cut down to make houses, paper, furniture, and fuel. So we have houses, paper, furniture, and fuel. Vermont is known throughout the world for its delicious maple syrup, produced from the sap of the sugar maple tree. And this picture on the right is a picture of a sugar maple tree. And as you see, attached is a bucket that's actually poked into the wood, and the sap of the tree goes into the bucket, and then they turn that into our maple syrup. Pretty cool. Before we continue on, let's look at the picture at the top of this waterfall. This is Niagara Falls. As water flows out of Lake Erie, which is up here, into Lake Ontario down here, it flows over Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is a 160-foot tall waterfall, the second largest waterfall in the world. And it is on the border between the United States and Canada. And you can go and see it. All right, let's talk about some other things. Some of the resources of the Northeast come from underground, like granite, marble, and coal. Granite and marble are used to make buildings and countertops. I know that's not there. Vermont has the largest granite quarries in the world, and a quarry is where we mine underground. The soil in parts of the Northeast region is rocky, underline, there's an answer, and the growing season is short. But some fruits and vegetables are grown in the Northeast. So you can tell the Northeast is very different from the Southeast. Farmers grow blueberries and potatoes. Other farmers produce chickens, milk from dairy cows, and flowers. Cranberries are grown in sandy marshes in the Northeast region. Massachusetts is called the cranberry capital of America because it produces nearly 2 million barrels of cranberries a year, which are used to make juice and cranberry sauce. And here is a picture of cranberries. Cranberries grow in damp bogs and soft, marshy areas. Most cranberries are harvested when growers flood their bogs and use harvesting machines that loosen the cranberries from the vine. So we don't see the vine or the plant because it's been flooded. With small air pockets in the center, cranberries float to the water's surface. Growers corral the berries and then conveyors lift them from the bog onto trucks and then to processing plants. So that's what they're doing here. They have had the cranberries off float and now they're taking them away. The Northeast region has many rivers and waterfalls. Oh, there's another answer. This was very important in the growth of the Northeast region because the power produced by the running water made it possible for people to build mills or factories. So just like we talked about in the Southeast, those waterfalls or flowing water is used for electricity and power. By using water-driven power, people could run machines and make things much faster than people could at home by hand. Today, factories use other sources of power instead of water power. But the Northeast region continues to be an important manufacturing center in the United States. Iron, glass, steel, and many chemicals such as shampoos, paints, and medicines are manufactured in the Northeast region. The Atlantic Ocean is an important resource for fish, lobster, and shellfish. Once these shellfish are caught, they are shipped to food stores and restaurants all over the country. Fish farming is called aquaculture. Fish are raised on farms and sold in stores and restaurants as food. This helps protect the populations of fish that are born in a natural environment. So instead of fishing all of our oceans, they have fish farms. Here is a picture of lobster. Lobsters are harvested year-round in Maine. That means all year. Although most are caught between late June and late December when the lobsters are most active. So we have lots of things that come from the Northeast region. We have trees, maple syrup, granite, we have coal, we have blueberries, potatoes, we have chicken, milk, cranberries, and then we also have water power, which helps them to produce shampoos and paints and medicines, and lots of fish. Next time I see you, we're going to learn some more about the Northeast region.